Memphis, my friend. Hey there. I was just about to check to see if it was showing live on YouTube. For some reason, this time and the last time I hopped on, it wasn't showing live. Can you let me know if you can I'm on time for class? Yes, everybody is on time. My mom. Hi, my friend. Yes, okay, and it looked like everything works, my mom, so I think we're good. I don't know. We'll see how many people we get to hang out, but I'm excited. Thank y'all for coming. If you could just let me know, like you don't hear echo, it doesn't hear. Okay, good, good. How y'all been? What's today, Wednesday? How's your Wednesday? I have the day off, so I've been chilling all day, relaxing. It's been a great day so far. I'm excited. So, my mom, did you know, like, there's another challenge coming up, another habitat challenge coming, and I didn't know that. I thought like after that one was the it was very nice, I'm not gonna lie. It was nice to have the day off in the middle of the week. But it's another Habitat challenge coming. It's not the holiday one. Before I think it's a Marvel one coming. I'm like, y'all trying to what are we trying to do? I think it's coming like next week. I gotta look at the thing I just saw it on my timeline. I'm like, oh my gosh. So, Memphis, do you have your bricks? Are you ready? Are you gonna build a habitat this time? I feel like you've been building this habitat for a long time. After this, I hope that you know how to do it and that you have fun, that you enjoy it. This is for you, my friend. Yeah, my mom is I thought like I like you thought that after Halloween it went into like Christmas, Thanksgiving, the holiday ones, but no, there's a Marvel one that's happening next week. So I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm a little addicted at this point. But all right, I figured I would leave these on the screen or I would put it on the screen so that everybody could see it. But since it's just us hanging out, I think I can remove it and then we can just start building. So my mom, um, are you gonna build tonight too? Can I tell you secrets? Okay, so Memphis, this is what I use. This is how I do it. Um, Usually I have two of these 8x8 bricks. But tonight, yeah, usually I just have one of them. But I have learned over the last like couple times I did the habitats that I like the way it looks when the bottom is doubled. So because of that, I have two sets of 8x8. So I have two 4x8s that I'm going to put together on top of this 8x8 just to give it a higher platform. And I'll show you what that looks like. It's still going to work the same way. Like the habitat is still going to be built the same way, but I like to start here first, just because I think it gives it a cleaner look when it's done. It adds a little pizzazz to it, you know? So I like to do it that way. I gotta get another brick. Yeah, I know I just have a random, so I have all sorry about that. I need to get a camera so you can see my hands and not my face. Listen, it's just a webcam. It's all about where you put it. That's all it is. But I think you should. I think you have a lot to show us, and we would be more than happy to see it. But I get not wanting to show your face, though. I don't know what made me start doing it, but here we are. Okay, so and then I just put mine under here like this. So don't look on that. Like this is what it ends up looking like. It's the same idea, still an 8x8 base plate, but now it's like I just like it to be on a higher platform. And with the masonry bricks, I think it just gives it a neater look. Don't mind the sides with the holes in them because I got to get some 1x2 bricks, but that's how I start. So after this, I have some 1x6s here. I have some 1x4s. Just I have some 2x4s. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but any of this you can use to build your walls. So the key to building the walls, and this is like super basic. I should have said this at the beginning. I'm giving a disclaimer that I did not invent the habitat style of build. I did Google that. I don't remember his name, but he was in a lug. He invented the habitat style. I do not claim to invent it. I don't even claim to be an expert at it. I just claim to like it a whole lot and to understand the basics. And I've done it a few times. And so anybody who wants to learn, that's what I'm here to teach you or to show you. I'm not a teacher or anything like that. I just have to give those disclaimers so nobody tries to come and sue me for something. All right. So this is how you start. So when you're going to do a wall and you're going to have like a diagonal wall. So it's just going to go around these two sides. It's not going to go around the whole thing, just these two sides. When you start, you're going to start by going off center on one. So this is 8 across. You're going to start this brick so that this is one off on the side. It doesn't matter if you're using a 1x3, a 1x4, whatever you're using, just make sure that it's off by one brick on this side. So you got one hanging off the edge. It's living on the edge, right? And then you just fill in the rest. So you fill this whole side in, and then you turn it and you fill this side in. But only when on this side over here, you only put enough bricks to fill in 8. So you only need just 8 straight across. Don't hang off on this side. You only start hanging off on this one side over here. It's a little one-sided in the beginning, right? Again, never mind my whole, I got to get some 1x2s to put in there. But it's going to hang off on one side, and then on the other side, it's going to go to the end of the plate. All right, so one side has some hang time, the other side does not. I'm trying to put these in as many terms as I can get them in. Again, I'm not a teacher, I don't claim to be, but I just really want everybody to be able to enjoy this build because I think it's a lot of fun. All right, and so now you're going to do this up 4 bricks high. So however you can get to 4, whatever kind of bricks you want to use, just get up to 4 bricks high on each side. I'm going to throw in some of these. If you do use like 1x2s or 1x4s or whatever, as long as the inside, Wally, you made it. I thought you were going to be at the gala. Well, welcome. I'm happy you're able to join. All right, so yeah, I'm going to use these because I want to do something a little different, I think. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But you can use, the point is you can use any bricks. If you're going to use something that's not a 1 stud wide, then just make sure it hangs off the back and not the front of it. So this is the front of the build. You just want it to look uniform going across. All right. You guys, if you have questions, just let me know. I know my mom is in the chat and she's helping out too with a lot of the questions. Morty, thank you for joining. Hi, my friend. All right, so we're doing 4 up this side. I'm going to use just different size bricks just to give a good example of how to do it. All right, and then how many is this? 1, 2, 3. So one more. Do, do, do. I should have, I literally just grabbed a bunch of random bricks and was hoping for the best. I should have planned this out a little bit better, but that's all right. Okay, so now we're up 4, right? Mama Bricks, hi, my friend. Don't worry about the bricks hanging off the back. No one will see. Exactly. Don't worry about this. That's why it's okay if they hang off because nobody can see it unless you want them to see it. But in this case, we don't want them to see it. All right, and so now, just like you had one hanging off on this side, nothing hanging off on this side, right? Now we're going to do the opposite. So we're going to do 4 more bricks high, but instead of it being one off on this side, like that, it's going to be one off on this side. All right, so we're going to start again, but this time it's going to hang off to the side over here. Let me do it this way so you're not distracted by the hanging off in the back. So it's going to hang off on this side over here. So you got it hanging off down at the bottom over here. It's going to hang off on the top over here. All right. And then you just go around and still build 8 high. Now, again, this is super basic. Once you get fancy and, you get comfortable with building this, then you can use windows to build your height. Like you can use all kinds of maybe some snot bricks if you want to use that to give you some height. But this is, again, just the bare necessity. It's the bare necessities for how to build a habitat, just the basics. We're being basic tonight. I ran out of bricks. Again, I did not plan this at all, but if you know me, you know I always have a bucket of random bricks laying around somewhere. Good evening, all. Yes, hey, Lady Builder, thanks for joining. Welcome. All right, I hope everybody had a great day today. We talked about it a little bit at the beginning. Memphis had a long day. I had a day off, so I have plenty of energy for you guys. All right. This is again really random. Okay, so now I got two up. I need to build two more. Sorry, everyone. I've been here but having some tech issues. Oh, please hit the like button. Yes, please hit the like button. Please share this if you know anybody who's interested in building a habitat, either now or later. You could share it now so that they can join now. We would love to have them come, or when you go back and rewatch this for reference later, um, you can share it then. Okay, so again, a lot of things that I do are chaotic, so I don't want to trigger anybody that's here, but just know that if you see stuff not matching, it'll all make sense in the end. Hey, y'all, hit that like button. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Smiley in the chaos, welcome. I had a fabulous day. Yes, I love to hear that. I love a fabulous day. Thank you for the reminder. Please like, share, and save. Yes, thank you. All right, so again, this is just the basics of this. Kind of looks like a courtyard, like a basketball rim. If I put a rim here at the park, it's giving like cement wall kind of vibes. I don't know if y'all can see that, but all right. So I need to do one more at the top. I don't have a whole lot of bricks, so we're gonna add another color in here because why not? And then once you get really creative and once you really like get in your groove, you can make like sunsets or like cloud backgrounds, or like the sky is the limit when you like once you get in your groove, which is again why I wanted to show the people who wanted to learn. I want you to learn this because it's so much fun and it's so easy to be creative when it comes to these. Yeah, the bricks are bricking, okay? All right, so now, Adrian, you made it. Hi, my friend. Welcome. Okay, so look, this is the habitat, like so far. Like, this is the basics. So, how many people? Oh, wait, I lied. I did something wrong. Hold on. Hold the presses. What did I do? I forgot to go in one. My bad. Okay, I was wondering why I had to use so many one bricks. See, yeah, I'm not a professional. I just want you to know. All right, scrap that. Forget what I told you the first time. So yeah, is one hanging off over here on this side. So now you have to have one hanging off over here on this side. But because you are, it's like you're rotating it over, you're shifting it over. So you have to go one in on this side in order to be hanging one off on this side. Yes, I am showing you that mistakes are okay. Everybody makes mistakes. So you're gonna, when you do the one hanging off over here like this, you're gonna go one in over here like this. And if you have a cheese wedge, the cheese wedge was in the supplies list. That's where the cheese wedge goes, right here in that little cusp in there. So that's kind of a reminder that you should be one off. If you don't use your cheese wedge before you start your second wall, then there's potential that you may not be one off. So just, I guess, kind of use that as a reminder. That used to be my reminder. And then I started talking to y'all and I forgot. So, you know, players mess up too. All right. So I'm going to build my wall again. Doo-doo-doo. If you have questions, please ask. Take it apart and rebuild it as many times as you like until you're satisfied. Yes, that is a great point, Mod Mom. And again, if you know me, if you've been on any of my live streams or whatever, you know that I always take stuff apart. If you follow any of my pictures, you can see that I'm always taking stuff apart or adding something in the end. Don't be afraid to take it apart, especially if this is your first time. If this is your first time building a habitat, you're going to take it apart a million times. Even the ones that I build, like the ones that I built for Halloween, this started off all gray. Like it was all gray tiles. I had a little bit of green in there. It was a totally different concept. I say that to say it's okay to take it apart. Um, furiously scratching out my notes. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, friend. I'm so sorry. Okay, yes. Now this is the right way. One off on hanging off on this side, four up, one in. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to mess up anybody's notes. That's so funny. Um, yes, okay, I was gonna say something. Don't be afraid to start over. Oh, and so like, there are habitat challenges, right? But I don't look at them like challenges, because when I look at it like a challenge, I get really nervous. Like that's when I start thinking like, oh, mine won't be as good as everybody else's, or they're gonna be. I don't think of it as a challenge at all. I just think of it like that's the name of it, is the habitat challenge, but it's just really a good reason to make a bunch of habitats, like to practice the skill. I challenge myself, I would say that. So don't be intimidated by the fact that it's a habitat challenge. Just do you, and I promise it'll be good. Like, don't worry about the challenge part of it. All right. Talk about mismatch building, but that's okay, because again, this is going to change a million times, but I just want to get the basics done. All right, how many up is this? One, two, three. This is the fourth one. All right, so now you see what we've done. Now we have a habitat. This looks much more like a habitat. So we have the one in over here, the one off over here, and the one off down here. And if you have gotten this far, shout out to you. We'll call it a prompt. Yes. All right, shout out to you if you've gotten this far, because this is basically a habitat. Right? So now, for people who are interested in adding some spice to it, so you can use snot bricks to build the wall instead of like regular bricks, right? So if you wanted to be able to put, you can put that on the wall. Do I have snot bricks over here? I mentioned them, and then oh wait, oh, I do. All right. So now the key to, if you're going to use different bricks, so if you're not going to use regular one by whatever bricks. Snot equals studs not on top. Yes, this is a snot brick. The studs are on the side. Instead of being on the top, they're on the side. Listen, clutch. Thank you, Mod Mom. Okay, so this, if you want to use like windows, or if you want to use doors or anything like that, like I use this, I'm gonna keep bringing this over because it's close to me. But like I use this piece instead of, that's not a good example because there are bricks behind it. Either way, you want to make sure that whatever you're using is 4 high, or it's however many high, and then you add the bricks. So, like, if you're going to use this snot brick, and this is only because I think this is one brick, and then two, so it's like 1.5 bricks tall. Whatever it is, you want to make sure that you follow the same pattern. So if you're going to use this, then still go one in on the side, like build it the same way that you would build the other walls. The key is just making sure that you get up to 4 tall. I'm just trying to tell you that it doesn't matter like the size of the bricks you use or what kind of bricks you use. You just want to, and you don't technically have to stay within the parameters. I think that when you're starting, it's probably a good idea just so that you get used to the building style. But once your builds start to grow kind of up and out, it probably won't matter to you as much that you have that you follow the rules. But because you might be new to this, I suggest you follow the rules first. All right. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. This is going to be chaotic, but I told y'all, I warned you that this would be a chaotic build. So this is same rules apply. I'm going to go up at least 4 high. But now, let me see. I can attach something to the wall. So let me finish my fourth off high. This is how my brain works. I'm ready to move on to the next step, and I haven't finished what I started yet. This random bucket is not doing me too shabby right now. Um, all right, how many is that? Three? We need one more. It's not chaotic, it's what mocking looks like. Thank you for the confirmation that everybody kind of operates in the same way. Mocking is messy. That's the truest thing anybody's ever told me about building a mock. It's definitely messy in all the best ways. Man, I hate when I make three on the end. I never have threes. I never have one by threes, but I just made three on the end, so we got to figure it out. Another snot brick. All right, so now if you wanted to hang like tiles or something like that on the inside or attach something to the inside, you could do that by adding the snot bricks. And so now that gives it a little bit more definition, right? I don't know exactly like why or what what it is, but it gives it some kind of definition. The example is there. Okay. So if you wanted to hang something on the wall, you could. Don't be afraid to use your snot bricks. If you wanted to do something like for Halloween, I had a minifig kind of hiding behind the wall. If you wanted to do something where you have a minifig like peeking over, you could always do like use the one by twos, and then nobody cares about what's going on back here, so it doesn't have to be pretty, but you can have like a minifig kind of looking over the side of it. Can you see that? So don't be afraid to intentionally use bricks that are not one by fill in the blanks, because you could always do extra things with them, to enhance your build. So like you could have minifigs hanging out up here. You could do a tree. Just got this random little thing over here. You could do a tree back here. Probably not in the way that this is, but you guys get the idea. There's a bunch of different things. So once you have the basics, which this is the basic outline, once you have this, endless possibilities, you could tile out the bottom of it. Um, I don't want to, well, yeah, I'll just show you. You can add tiles in there. That's when you add all the accessories. So after you finish like the basics, if I like to get a minifig, right? So here I got two minifigs. What would they be doing? I don't know. Like, I don't know what they would do together, but because I don't know, I also have this. So this is the books. Books are my passion set. If you know me, don't be triggered, don't be alarmed. I'm gonna take this apart, but you could use pieces from sets that you already have to enhance your mock or your habitat as well. So I don't know, this is giving outdoor vibes, but I'm gonna make it indoor just because I have all this stuff here handy. All right, so I guess we could, if this is going to be indoors, let's make it indoors. We could do a rug, and then we could use the chair in some way. Maybe the chair and the table. We'll see. This color scheme, it looks like I do when I do my own home remodel. Hey, listen, kudos to you for doing a remodel. Not everybody is capable. Kudos to you for even getting it started. Um, I think I do want to tile the floor out. Might look better. This is a pretty chaotic habitat. Just gonna tell you that. Um, I don't know though. It's giving outdoor vibes. Maybe it won't be indoors. Let me see what I have in here. Let's see. I think I have something to maybe do a sidewalk. Hmm. Do you guys already have your themes? If you have your theme, put it in the. Are we posting what we tried tonight? Yes, I would love that. If you could post after this is over, if you could post it and then tag me in it. I would love to see what you built tonight. Um, we can use um I don't know. I was gonna say we could use the hashtag, but I didn't think of one. I totally did not think this out. I thought I had a plan, but apparently I did not. I'm sorry, y'all. If you finish it tonight, yes, please post. Yes, please post and tag me in it. You can actually, if you yeah, just tag me in it and I'll make sure I repost them. We can do that. All right. Okay. So, oh, you know what? Okay. I got an idea. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do like a window. I've got a skateboarding situation happening. Oh, that's gonna be dope. I like the skateboard. Also, don't like I said, don't be afraid to use pieces from sets that you already have, sets that are maybe close to you that you can kind of take apart and do whatever. I was gonna try to do something with this wedding cake, but I don't think it's gonna fit in the corner here. Um, what else do you have? Is anybody else building one? Would you like to share your idea? Share what you have? Oh, let's see. I don't know what to put in here, y'all. All of my ideas are just running through my mind, but it keeps going back to being like an outdoor, kind of outside scene. Hmm. What kind of signs do I have? I also have tiles, and I've said this before, but the accessories are what really, really make these stand out. So you can again just have a basic start, but the accessories are really what's gonna make it pop. Let's see. What do I have here? I've got a blank sign. Use your imagination. Mm. Did you have one of those 2 by 6s coming through the wall into the room to make a shelf? Yep. Yes. So you can definitely do that. Or do the walls have to be one? No, you can do that. You can have it come in a little bit. There's a shelf under here. That's a really good question. If you can see, like, there's this is a 1 by 2 plate, but it's coming out of the bottom of the TV, so it looks like a shelf under there. You can definitely do that. And this is actually 2 walls. So there's a wall, like this wall, and then this is on the inside. It's sitting on that shelf. So yes, you can absolutely do that. You can do whatever you want to do. Like that's what I really, really appreciate about this. Like once you get the basics, you don't have to like you can do whatever. And I keep saying get the basics, but again, there are people who go crazy with it. But I think when you first start, I think that challenging yourself to stay within the parameters of the build is what will get you the most out of like the most experience. And then once you master that, like you can start like doubling the walls and stuff like that. Like I chose to go this way, but some people choose to go like some people go up instead of going out. So you can do whatever you want to do. Like but I think I enjoy the challenge. I will say that I enjoy the challenge of staying within the 8 by 8 base plate. But that was a good question. Great question. Um, I have this tile. I'm gonna put it in here. I just want to see. Okay, wait. Y'all might judge me, but um, my the crew knows that I like to watch like true crime stuff. So I think this just turned into like a true crime kind of vibe. Hold on. I have this true crime van. I just want to see what's in here. Like if I have something that could go with. Hmm. Hmm. Not really. Okay. Um, I do have some crime scene tape though. Hold, please. Uh, Even better. Okay, so I forgot where I got this from, but this is one of the tiles that I'm talking about. It's like a chalk outline. Of course, it goes back to crime scene. This is like a chalk outline of a minifig. So, yeah, I think this just took a turn. I think we're going true crime with this. I'm gonna put this. That's gonna be like the base of my floor, and then let's see. I got some crime scene tape. I don't know where I got this from, but it's just a 1 by 8, but it says crime scene, do not cross. This just took a weird turn, but that's okay. If you've seen any good documentaries, I'm here for them. That one crazy one that everybody's talking about that was on Netflix. It's weird because I saw that body cam footage from that lady before the documentary came out. Like I just saw like the raw footage, and it was devastating. But there was a lot in that story that was quite disappointing. All right. Okay. So if this is crime scene outside of the laundromat, what do you think about that? Or maybe just okay, so let's talk about the top because I didn't talk about the top. Across the top, just like when you finish a modular floor, like you have the flat tiles that go across the top. That's how you finish the top of this. I did not talk about that. I'm sorry. Um, Let me see if I think I have enough to go across here. I just want to give you an idea of what it looks like. And then, yeah, I do. I have enough. So this is like the finished look. It just looks more polished that way. Now you don't have to use those flat tiles. You could use like when I did this one for Halloween, I used this curved piece at the top. You just want it to look clean so that the studs aren't showing. To me, I mean that goes with anything. You want to like cover as many studs as you can, but these are just two different examples of how to do that. You could just use these flat studs if you want, or you could use a couple of curved pieces just to finish off the top. This is also an example of just simplicity. So these are the pre-manufactured steps that come with that Lego makes or a lot of the other brick companies make. Um, it's just steps and it's the same format, right? So eight off on one side, same concept, but it's really all about the details that you put in it. So again, this is what I was talking about before. Instead of using the bricks up, I used the door. So this door is, I think, six, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, six up. So I did four. I did two rows high at the bottom and then two 1 by 1s over here, just so that it was four high over here and I could still go in one. And then I used the door as the rest of my bricks. So if you don't have a lot of bricks, that is also something you can do. Use doors and windows and whatever else you have, as long as you keep the brick count up. This is also an example of not following the rules all the way, just because I couldn't put this door, I couldn't bring it in one because then I wouldn't have been able to do the window effect. And I really wanted to have that guy looking out the window. So this did not follow the rules completely because it's not off by one stud on this side. But that's okay. Yes, and then that's another thing. They do stack, or they're supposed to stack, right? So that's why you're building them like this so that you can stack them on top of each other. Let me see. These might stack. I think these would stack all together. So you're building up one off so that at the end you can do this is missing a it's missing a thing, but whatever. So like this, it would go like this, these two at the bottom. I think I can't ever remember how it goes, but they basically stack on top of each other like that. And then you could do like four, or you could do six, or you could just do three. I think this one is taller than these two, so it's not going to stack like that. But you guys get it. There are pictures of them being stacked. I usually can't stack mine. That's another challenge that I'm working through, is being able to stack them all together. But that's the point of building them like one off. Oh, I see. These are totally different heights. That's the point of doing them like one off on the side so that they can stack. I don't think I got the stack effect. If you have it one off on each side, then at least you've started this way. The key is to build them all with this one off, because the one off is what will give you this the ability to stack them. That and the stud across the top. Um, I need a jumper plate to put up here. You want to do at least one jumper plate so that it will actually stay when you stack them. That's this little thing here. I call it a jumper plate. If it's not a jumper plate, then I'm sorry. I don't know all the technical terms, but that's what that is right there. All right, so this looks pretty crime scene-ish, right? Like a billboard, a dark corner in the alley. Oh, hold on. See if we can make these work. I got some trash cans. Um, let's see. Oh wait, I think that might work. All right, so these don't have boo. I thought that had a stud at the bottom, but it doesn't. This little one does. That's fine. I just want to give it like a back alley kind of look. Dre, why do you think yours won't stack? What happened? Can you put a picture? I want to, can you share pictures in the comment here? All right, so far, we'll use that trash can. What else we got? Maybe this fire hydrant or something. The crime scene tape. Need to make this another split. All right, check this out. I think we got, and again, what you're gonna see that it's really the details that make these good. Like, once you get your details down, and the details again, they can be whatever you want them to be. Like, this is full creative control. We just went from a basketball scene to a potential living room scene, and now it's a bit of a crime scene. Let me see if there's a different way I can put this on here. And potentially. I could, I guess, put the crime scene tape at the top, but oh, you didn't pay attention to the offset piece. That's the same thing that happened to me. So this is what I have so far. I don't know the best way to show it. Yeah. So I have like the little crime scene guy. I feel good about this one. Yay, good. Good. I can't wait to see it. This is what I have so far. It kind of looks, it's kind of giving back alley in my mind a little bit. Let's see. What else can we add to it? I'm glad you feel good about it. That makes me happy. That means that we had a productive evening tonight and you guys didn't just come and waste your time. You didn't just come and waste your time. You actually got something from it. Okay, so I feel like what else is in the alley? Like this is Memphis. I'm on my computer. Oh, okay. All right. Good deal. Even better, Memphis. I feel good about it if you feel good about it. Uh, let me see. Hold on. I got some good signs on this one over here. All right. All right. I feel like every habitat I've done, or at least the last three, I guess, have had these little surveillance cameras. I just get a kick out of them. And I bought like five of them, so they're gonna be everywhere. All right, so we're gonna put a camera up here. Boop. All right, so now what do you think? It's kind of giving back alley a little bit, crime scene. But this, I mean, again, this just is a good example of it's really about what you put in it. Like the habitat part is super easy building it. The platform is super easy. Can what's on the inside be higher than the wall? It could be like if you wanted to put this in here. I use these a lot. So like if you wanted to put one of these on there, it could be higher than the wall. You just if you do it, you want to kind of do it like away from the wall. Why won't this? Oh, because I'm putting it upside down. You kind of want to do it away from the wall though, because again, if you stack them, if you want to stack them, then you don't want to have something that's going to block you being able to stack them. But yes, you could do that. Like I've used this on the habitat before. It doesn't have to be the same height. Um, yes. All right. But this is what I have so far. And then I would put Stitch in here just because Stitch, I feel like, is more likely to walk up on a crime scene than the other minifig I had. Um, what if he had like, oh man. This is again where I just kind of get goofy and just put whatever in here. But I'm gonna have Stitch with a cup of tea, just kind of checking out the crime scene. Yes, I play with my toys, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so this is what I have so far. Um, this is the habitat. So, Pinocchio running away. Yeah, maybe potentially Pinocchio could be involved in this. Maybe I have Pinocchio kind of up here looking over the top. Where'd he go? What's the last thing he did? I think he's still down here stealing um the Lego truck. Yes, he was still down there stealing the Lego truck. Let's have Pinocchio maybe up here, kind of looking over the top. If you follow my city or my Instagram, Pinocchio in Gen City is a troublemaker. He's always wanting to make some shady deals. So I think that's a good touch right there. Where do you get all the special pieces from, like the signs on the wall? So Citizens Brick, I'll put a couple of places in here um to give you some good ideas. So Citizens Brick, um, just like that, my mind went blank. Oh, B3 Customs. I keep forgetting that you were doing this on YouTube. I kept waiting on IG. Oh man, I'm sorry. Yes, Eclipse. Eclipse Graphics is another one. Is it Grafix? I think it's something like that. But if you just look up Eclipse Graphics on Instagram, you'll find them there. But yes, they are custom designers. And the minifigs. So I've been getting minifigs from all over the place. There are so many places to get minifigs. Mini Bigs, K-Twan Bricks. Yes, my mom knows a lot of places too. My mom is also really good at getting like minifigs of like black minifigs, brown minifigs. She's really, really good at getting those. But I get minifigs from a lot of places. It would probably be easier to just like go on my page and just look at the ones that I post to see where I got them from. I would suggest Whatnot, but I do not suggest Whatnot. If you've heard my Whatnot stories before, to me, it's a very dangerous place because you can go and spend a lot of money very quickly, very easily. But a lot of people do like auction off minifigs. You can get some good customs over there on Whatnot. I buy some stuff from eBay, a lot of minifigs from eBay, especially like the retired like CMFs, the custom minifigs that Lego comes out with. I get a lot of them from eBay. Bricklink, of course, has there's Masonry Bricks. I think it's I got a lot of good minifigs from him, some of the CMF ones. He has a Bricklink. store. I got some from him. I got some from Brick Dynasty. Brick Dynasty also has a Bricklink store. It just really depends on the minifigs. There's one uh I just bought from, it's called mm, Most Incredible Studio. I just this Most Incredible Studio, they only have one line of minifigs, but it's all of the minifigs from the show Abbott Elementary. They can't, I think for copyright reasons, trademark reasons, they can't like call him the Abbott Elementary. So like the one I have now is called the Optimist Teacher, but it's really Quentin Brunson's character. So but they have a line of um the Abbott Elementary minifigs, and shout out to them because Black woman, Black owned, small business. All of these are small businesses, by the way. I don't buy too many minifigs from Lego. I just did the bricks and mini the not bricks and minifigs. Bricks and minifigs. Yes, check out your bricks and minifig too. I got a lot of my minifigs from the bricks and minifig store. They always like mine has such a huge selection of minifigs to choose from, so I get a lot from there too. But yeah, all of these are small businesses. I just did the pick a brick, like the little station, the minifig station in the Lego store. I probably won't ever do that again. It was so confusing because you can buy either 15 pieces or three minifigs, and I wanted two minifigs and some pieces, and so it was a lot. Um, so I don't buy from them a whole lot, and it was a little overwhelming to stand at that station and try to pick out the stuff and make it make sense to be able to pay for it. But otherwise, bricks. Shout out to my local bricks and minifigs. They always have a good selection. eBay has always done me right. But I really just I follow people on Instagram that do minifigs, and I just like look at their tags and see who they're tagging. I just bought some from Italy, um, from True Red Studio. Awesome minifigs, but they came all the way from Italy because I saw it on Instagram. So it's really like I repost a lot of people's stuff, but like if you see a minifig you like, click on it. Now, a lot of people, and I've started to do this too, they do fig barfing. So they make their own minifigs just from different parts, kind of like it's mocking, but for minifigs. But like this one is a combination of a few pieces. So it's the face. The face is one that I bought for my Sig Fig. That hair came from the Spider-Man CMF. I can't think of her name, but it was I have it around here somewhere. It came from the Spider-Man CMF, but then those pajamas are from the Squishmallow character, the Squishmallow CMF. So that's another thing. Like once you get a lot of minifigs or a good number of minifigs, you can always like mix and match to create your own. I did that with there's a bunch of pictures that I posted today, like a Gen City photo dump, but all of those are minifigs that I just kind of put together to put in my city so that it brings it to life. But that's another thing too about the habitats. Back to the habitat. Whatever you put in it will bring it to life. And so again, the habitat, the structure is just the structure, right? Like it's just the walls. But whatever you put into it, and all the devil is in the details, as they used to say. I think that's still okay to say. But that's what makes it look good, in my opinion. Brick Rock Press, yes, True Red Studio. Tab Online has a good selection too for parts and piecing together figs. Sometimes they have all the parts to make a fig that you want that exists in the set. That is accurate as well. I haven't done that, but that's really good advice, Mod Mom. But yeah, you can get minifigs are all over the place. And then to me, again, the fun part is barfing them into something else. Like that's not the outfit that Stitch came in, but I feel like Stitch would wear a hoodie and jeans, so I put him in that. It's all about playing with your toys, people. All right, so I think we have the basics of it. If you guys don't have any other questions, then I can't wait to see your habitats. There is a habitat challenge coming up. Um, Let me tell you when it is because I didn't realize it was coming. But if you have any Marvel minifigs, I think is it just Marvel? Hold on, I don't want to tell you a lie. So let me get the facts first. Um Did I not? Yeah, hero villain habitats. So this one is inspired by your favorite superhero or supervillain from any universe. So Marvel, DC, Ninjago, Star Wars, custom characters and beyond. So basically any figure that you would consider to be a superhero or there you go, it's already there. Any figure that you would think would consider to be a villain, you could use in the habitat challenge. So when does that start, my mom? Does it say? I just closed it out. Um, it starts on from the 12th into the 14th. So you submit and the way that it works is you submit three habitats, right? Up, you can do three. If you only want to do one, you can do one. But it's like on the 12th, you post one. On the 13th, you post one. On the 14th, you post one. And then on the 15th, you post a picture of them all stacked together or lined up or next to each other or however yours ends up being on the third day. But the goal is to post at least one every day. I have never done more than one every day, but I have at least done one every day. I feel like that's another part of the challenge for me is to at least get three done. But I hope that if you built one tonight, that you enjoyed it and that you kind of let your imagination flow. I feel like if you're ever in a build rut, like if you're ever in a place where you don't necessarily want to build a set and maybe you're not really into mocking yet, but you're kind of bored. You maybe need like a refresher, grab some random bricks and build a habitat. If you can't build more than one or if you don't have enough bricks, don't worry about that. Like build it anyway. The first time I built a habitat, I had to take it apart. Like I just said you do three, so you do one every day. I built one, took pictures of it, took it apart. Built another one, took pictures of it the next day, took it apart because I didn't have enough bricks. So if that's the case, don't let that hold you back. But again, I think that you'll be surprised. You may surprise yourself at how creative you can get with these and how like you start thinking out of the box and how this could potentially lead to you building bigger mocks because this is a mock. Whether you believe it or not, this is your own creation. It's something you built, something that came from your brain. So if you built one and you've never built a mock before, congratulations, you've built your first mock tonight. Shout out to you. But yeah, if you wanna post yours or post what you made tonight or post any feelings, whatever that you have about the video tonight, you can do that. Just tag me in it. And then feel free to share this video, save the video, like the video so that people can see it. Other people that might be interested in building a habitat or minifigs, because we've talked about that, might be able to see it too. But yes, practice makes progress. That is also great advice. Just keep practicing, keep going. It may not be perfect the first time, it may not match the first time, but you can make it whatever you want to make it. It's the beauty of the bricks themselves. Like you can build whatever you want to build. Um, but I'm gonna end it now. This was a perfect timing. We did it in 55 minutes. So again, shout out to you. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up and let me know what your questions are. After this, if you're interested, Building with the Old Man is having a live stream. He does live streams on Wednesday nights. So feel free to join him after this. I'm going to go have some dinner and then I'll be jumping on there. But thank you guys for joining tonight. If you want to see a different topic, like if you're interested in building something else, let me know. If not, you can come back on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. The crew will be here. We'll all be hanging out again on Friday nights. That's what we do over here. We build, we chit chat, we just have a good time on Sip and Build Fridays. And I will see you throughout the week. Be kind to yourself, guys. See you later.